Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. Welcome. I'm so glad that you've joined me. Make sure if you're joining me through YouTube that you've subscribed down below here. And if you're on Facebook, that you've given StreamYard permission. In any event, you guys, it's our fancy fold or 3D or interactive card day on Monday. And this one's going to be, we're going to be really crafting on the go with this, and I may need some of your help. But I know you'll always be willing to do that. Remember that this is part of a live, so if I do say hello to different people as I go along, that's just part of the live. And if you don't like that, watch it on a replay, and then you can scoot on by. Remember that it's it's great that you can talk to different people and they give you so many great ideas, and I appreciate everybody there. In any event, good morning, Kay and Marie, and good morning, Pam, or good afternoon. Oh my goodness, it's still snowing in Nova Scotia. Oh, I'm gonna I have a tickle in my throat. I'm just gonna go down here. Oh dear. All right, so we are going to do a pop-out panel fold card, and it's kind of a surprise fold card. Got this idea from Karen Titus. I'm going to do a few things that are a little bit different, and she has some great ideas. I've met her personally, and we're all normal and we're all human beings, right? So it's really kind of neat when you get to see people and get to relate to them person to person. Good morning, Lila and Felicia. And yes, this is such a nice set. I want to remind you about our virtual add-on class that we have going. We're going to be doing it by Zoom on March the 3rd. This is for Canadian people, unfortunately, just because of the way that it is. But the class includes the whole bundle. It includes a quarter of a package of the designer series paper, includes some embellishment, and also some of the baker's twine on it. And honestly, it's a great class. You're going to make 5 cards, 1 3D project, and it's really, really a nice set. If you love pastels, you're going to love this one as well. Hello, Gianne. All right, so look at this designer series paper. It's so pretty. All right, and I know of one thing that I've forgotten already, so I'm just going to grab some of that. It's one of those things. I was working along as we go. I've been going since about 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning, and all of a sudden it was like 5 minutes to 11, and I just went crazy. All right, so the designer series paper that I'm actually going to use on this particular card are these pieces. And now I just have to, this is the back side of this piece here. So pretty. I just love the fact that, you know what, anyways, I know it goes, there's different ways of it going. Yes, I wish you could join as well, Jan, because it's going to be a great class. Well, the projects are so cute. I mean, you can keep going and going and going, and hence the reason why I decided I'm going to do another card using it. Because once I started on this, I couldn't stop. So it just shows you how neat it really is. Oh my goodness. There we go. Play with the set. I'm serious. Play with the set. Now, I think I've got most of the stuff here, but you know what? I'm thinking I may not as well. All right, so let me bring in those other 2 pieces. And I want to make sure that I have them matching. There's some that have to match. These 2 have to match. Those ones together. Now, I didn't know whether or not if what I wanted to do was use this on the front of the card. And I'm thinking that this is going to be the front of my card. And then I'm going to have these pieces here as the inside part of the card. And I even thought this would look so nice, even done with the blue. What do you think? The blue looks really pretty with it as well. You know, why don't I kind of just mix it up and maybe do the blue? I don't know. I think I'll do the white to begin with. That'll kind of give me a base start to go with. All right, so this piece here, and I look like I've got a piece of something on there. There was just some glue. This piece happens to be 5.5 by 8 inches. Now, it's going to be a tiny, tiny bit smaller than a regular 4.25 inch card, but this just makes it sometimes easier for certain things that you can do. So I've gone ahead and scored it at 2 inches, 4 inches, and 6 inches. And you're right, Lila, I really like the blue. Well, no, you know what? I've got to do the white because I didn't do a separate piece on there. All right, so let's go ahead and score this. This is going to score in, up, and in. So it's going to be valley, mountain, and valley. So let's just go in with our bone folder. Originally, I was going to do the blue. That's right. And this is the thick basic white. You always want to make sure that you have that on a base if you're going to be doing this. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to have it where it's going to bend out. So I can't even show you what it kind of looks like. Now, do these match? Yes. Okay, so those pieces are going to go there. So let's go ahead and just glue those parts on. I love the blue on the back here as well. I have a new group of stampers, and they're going to make a hot air balloon card as well. It's a fun set, and I don't know, it's on my bucket list. I definitely want to go hot air ballooning. I know when I was taking a course up at the college, it was a tourism course. It was arranging for hot air balloon rides. So it's kind of funny that I'm still drawn to that sort of stuff. But I think in order to do something like that, you have to do it somewhere down in the States, I think. We have so many mountains around here that I don't know if it would work. All right, so we have that piece. Whoops. That's in there. Now these pieces are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. There we go. And then we also have a piece that is 1 inch by 5 inch. And I want to show you how I'm going to score this particular piece. This piece, I'm going to come in and I am going to score at 1/2 inch, which is right here. I'm just going to go ahead and score it. And then I'm going to turn that in, and then I'm going to score this at 4 inches, but just a tiny bit less, a 1/16 of an inch less than 4 inches. And that's going to give, and I'm going to show you where this is going to go. This is going to go right in. I'm going to put this in this part right here. And that just gives leeway for fit it in there. Now what's going on again? We're having issues again with this. So I'm just hoping that this is not going to carry on and do some funny stuff with me. Now I'm coming in also with my, hello Renee, my tear and tape, because I want this to really stick really well in there. And then, like I say, I'm going to put this right. So I want to trim that off. I'm not sure who's late. Okay, so that's just going to go in here. So I'm just going to take these off. And on here as well. And then I'm going to kind of center this in the middle. Kind of. It probably would be really good if I did center it in the middle. I'm just going to eyeball that. And then that is going to go like that. And then I think I folded that the wrong way. There we go. So we're going to go mountain. Yeah, that's better. We're doing mountain, valley, and a mountain fold. Brother. So I'll just go and get a good score there. And then that's going to go in there. And then when this opens up, the piece I put on here is going to pop out. So that's going to lend for kind of a bit of a cool way that it can show up. Now, we want to decorate a piece that's going to go in there. So I have this piece, and I changed this piece size a couple of times. It's 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. So this would be 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. And that's going to go on here. But I want to go ahead and I want to get some, I'm going to put a hot air balloon on here. That's my thought process. So this is from the Basic Borders, and I'm going to come in with my Balmy Blue, and I'm going to come in with a blending brush, and we're just going to get this just like this. Oh, it's Marjorie. Okay. And just a bit here. And we're just going to color all of this. You can see I've used this quite a bit. I actually used this also on our Sending Love card as well. And then we'll just get this up here just a bit there. There we go. So that's kind of giving us the illusion of clouds behind. Well, all right, so let's just go ahead and put that on there. And I should have grabbed some more glue, I guess. And just put that right there. So like I say, there's still time to sign up for the hot air balloon class. Just going to go like that. And then this, oops, look at that. That was a piece of glue. Just going to take my glue eraser. Actually, this was an old one that my mom had, so. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, so we have that. That's going to go right in there. Now, at this point, I can turn around and I could also put this on the inside underneath here. So let's see how that's going to look. Or, so see, that's just going to go like that. I have to decide whether or not if I want to put that blue in there or not. But I can go ahead and finish doing this part here. So I'm going to stamp a hot air balloon. I'm going to stamp this particular one, and we're going to do it in the Balmy Blue. And I have to stamp this off. I don't know what's wrong with my Balmy Blue ink. I have a funny feeling, and I went to go re-ink it. My re-inker has decided to take a trip. Not sure where, but see how dark that is? So I'm just going to come in with this one. I wanted it to be quite pale. And then there's this other piece here. So I'm just going to come in with that Balmy Blue again. Just stamp that off, and we're just going to put this, it's quite light, like that. And then, and I've already got that one done. So we have that, I've already cut it out. And then we have some other bits that can go on here. We can have this to go on there. I've got a bunch of these sitting here. I think the white would be the best on that particular one. So there's these pieces here. So I'm just going to come down here, and we're just going to glue this on. Now, if I was to do this myself, I would use the adhesive sheets on there. I think they would work really, really well. I don't know where all my other stuff went to, but let's go ahead, put this here. It's just coming down to about here. And then we have, thought I had that piece cut. Lots of little pieces on this particular one. So I have, like I say, I've got a bunch of stuff already cut in here. Or, you know what? Even a blue, a lighter blue might have looked okay on there. I think it's just going to go on here like this. And then this piece here, I'm going to put on here. And we are going to emboss that with white embossing powder just because I want it to really show up. And I love this stamp set. This one right here. Up, up and away, hooray, it's your birthday. I've used this one a lot for a lot of them. And have that like that. And we'll use our Versamark. Whoops. Whoops. Here. And our Versamark. What do you mean? Very, I'm sorry, Lila, I'm not sure what you were saying. I've done quite a few cards, like with this sort of design on it, so. Yeah, this is. I did a card. I'll just quickly show you another card. This is for another class. It's like that, and that's done with a different look to it. So we're going to come in with our heat gun. It really rattled today. Just, I don't know. Been on a Zoom since 8 this morning. This can go up here. Maybe the blue would have been better on here. Let's check that out. Oh, yes. Like I say, so this from my friend Karen Titus. I'm going to put this on there because I think the blue would be better. And I'm not going to bother taking that one off because if I do, it's going to rip it. So it's going to give the illusion of 3D on here, actually. I'm going to do it like that. This is going to come up here. And then I love these little flags here. So I'm just going to come in here and put glue on the back of these. Just a tiny bit of glue dot, and I'm going to let that set for just a second. And here. And I'm also going to put a balmy blue and a lemon lolly on there as well. Really like those colors, and it ties into that striped ribbon. I think that's one of my favorite ribbons, but there's a fresh freesia one that is so pretty on there as well. All right, so do I want to put that on with dimensionals? Yes, of course I do. Like so. So in here, I'm just letting those flags dry. So let's poke this part out. Go. And then I'm just going to come in. I don't know where my tweezers are. Oops. And we'll put this. So all I did was I cut that flag out of this designer series paper. I thought that added a bit more color to it. A lot of color actually. And then let's put this one on. Can't have enough flags, right? Yeah, so this one's going to be, like I say, a fun class. Doing it all by Zoom. You gotta love a fun Zoom class, right? All right, so then this is going to go across here. Now, I'm going to show you how I'm going to put that on. I'm going to do this with glue dots. I could do it with other, but this is going to go right about here. So I'm just going to take a pencil and just mark this here and here. And then I know where I can put this, and I'm going to come in with my glue dots. Could you show that other card again? This one? Yes. I've made, since I started making these the other day, I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards with this. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Candy. So I'm just going to put one here. Let's just get rid of some of this stuff. Hello, Patricia. Yeah, you know, I have lots of followers in the States. Lots in Australia, too. I'm quite amazed by that. So this is just going to go on here like so. Well, you know what? Before I do that, I think I'm going to rub off that. Take that eraser and rub off those pencil marks over here. There we go. And then let's put this right here. Centering that. So see how this is when this opens. This opens like this. Did I get that centered there? No. See, even though I tried, I didn't get it quite centered where I wanted it centered. Burnish that down. And then when this opens up, it's going to open up and it just folds in like that. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on here. And I think I'm just going to glue that right on. I had the thing where I could have used the Azure Afternoon color as well, but I really like the pastel colors. And Leslie is in the UK. So there we go. We're from all over the world. Now at this point, I could decide to put this down here like this. Do I want to put that there? It actually really makes the card, doesn't it? But I've got to decide now. This is going to fold in like this. And it is a bulkier card. And then this is going to go on the front, is what my thought process was. Now, this also could be using a belly band, but I am going to try using my magnets. And we're going to try doing something with this. So I'm thinking that if the magnets here, over there. Okay. I'm really, I'm winging this. That's my style, right? Now, I really liked how Karen went and used this particular punch, this one here. So I thought, you know what, I could use that punch as well. Just have to decide whether or not I want to use a blue or a white punch. So am I going to do it there? I glue it there. All right. The thought process is working, right? I'm thinking even maybe blue. All right. So my magnet needs to go about there. Now, how I put my magnets on is I am going to take my glue dot. I'm going to put it onto a magnet. And I'm just putting it right onto the magnet. Now, these magnets are very, very thin magnets. And I am going to put that, and I want to put that underneath the designer series paper. So when it goes on here, it's just going to go like that. And then this piece is going to go here. And you notice that I've got this sort of color coming together there. You know what? This would have been nice to have a border of the blue on here, but that's okay. We're going to leave it like this. Now I'm going to come ahead and put this on here. That's where the blue would have been so nice on a card. So this is just going to go on here like so. Now, I just didn't want to have a belly band on this card. That's the only reason why I'm using this magnet. So this is going to close in like that. Now, this piece can go on here regularly. Am I confusing anybody? I always say I'm going to put my extra glue right beside me here. So I know that this is going to match up in the front. Because it goes like this. And that's a continuance, right? And I thought because it doesn't have that much blue on there, that maybe this blue would be better on there. Now we have to decide. I also have a hot air balloon that I thought could also go up here. So let's see. I cut this out with the die, and I cut out a piece of white. And the reason being for that was I wanted to layer this on there as well. Sorry, that glue was going to drive me nuts. Into the garbage. So I'm just going to come in here. I have glue all over my fingers here. And we have, so this is just going to go on here. Oh, you know what? Oh, darn it. No, it should be this way. It should just fit right on there because I cut it right out behind it. There we go. And that's just going to give more stability because that is a designer series paper. Now, let's see what else is on that stamp set that could go along with there. Remember, the birthday's on there. We could do Wish Big. So could Wish Big go on here? And then might even be nice to have two on here. Let's see how that would work. Or is it better with it like this? I think it'll be okay like that. I think I'm going to have to go in and still emboss this though. And I'm hoping that this Wish Big is going to be, oh, you know what I could do? I could grab some blue, which I have right here. And I'm going to just do that. I'm going to do the Wish Big. And let's put that onto a stamp here. Do I want this in blue? Well, we're going to do it in both, just in case I need both of them. Wish Big could be in white embossing powder. That's kind of right in the middle, isn't it? And then, hello, Judy. Oh my goodness, that is not very good. I'm going to come in with my little brush. Just take that off. You know, if your brush has those little spare things, just come in and just trim that. I learned that from my nail technician. Okay. And then we'll just heat that up as well. And I'm not sure if that's going to work or if I'm going to have to do it in blue on the white. We will see how that'll work. So that would have to be cut off. Now let's see. I have to decide which color I'm using before I put it onto the front, because I have to attach the magnet to this part. So that's why that part is so. So let's see. So if I did this like this, it's going to go here. Now this has that hot air balloon on there. See, I'm thinking maybe the white would be the better one. You could go Wish Big double. Wish Big. Okay, let's try that. See what that looks like. And the embellishments that go with this suite are amazing as well. Okay, so if I went with the white, it would go like this. Whoops, that's the wrong side. Wish. Big. Just like that. And then that hot air balloon. What do you think? Well, that needs some... See that has some glue on it for my fingers. There, what do you think? If I go and I put that in there. Or I could just stamp directly right on there, but then I couldn't get it in the... Let's see, how does that look? Or wish big in this. I'm undecided. Thinking white. What's other people saying? I like this blue on here. Lila, what is your yes? White or blue? Okay, the next part that we're going to do here, and where did all those, oh my goodness, where did all those magnets go to? Huh. I will find them, I'm sure. Blue, yeah. Okay, so I know I have that magnet. That needs to go there. So now what I need to do is figure out exactly where I want to put this. So now I put a glue dot on there. Right on here. Now remember, this is attached to the magnet below underneath that designer series paper, right? So if this goes on here, oh, I know, I really wanted to. So I'm going to do it like that. And then, oops, it's on the wrong way. Oh, darn it. Okay, I didn't, okay, I know what I'll do. I'll just do it this way. And then I want this in between so that it doesn't show. So I'm going to attach this piece of basic white on here as well, because I don't want that part to show. So there's where that goes. This piece is going to go straight onto here. So I'm going to put those on. I'm hoping that that magnet's going to be big enough to stop it. So this is going to go on there like so. And I think I'm going to do a double thing on this so that we can ensure that that part is going to, I've got a lot of bulk on there. So I'm thinking that maybe I might need to reinforce it to make sure that it will close and stay closed. So I have this big here. And we've got the wish. Oh, this one could have taken a full one. Okay. Wish. Big. So that's just going to go like that. This is going to go up there. Just going to put that on there. So. Okay. Okay, Okay, that's going to go there. Well, you know what? I put that down too far. Oh, darn it. There we go. Now, the other part is, this is going to stay right down on this part, and that looks like that's going to hold it. So I'm going to come down, and I'm thinking that this is going to be enough, this glue. And I'm going to hold it in the right spot. So I'm going to let that magnet pull it down. This is going to go like this. And that's going to hold it. So I'm just going to hold that in place. Okay. It may not be enough to hold it down. Now what I need to do is go in and get a really good bone fold on here. And a really good one on this side. I do have a lot of bulk on that inside there. And there we go. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to put some embellishments on here. These are the rainbow embellishments. They come in all these different colors. I'm going to come in and I'm going to use this blue on there just to pull in the other blue. Let's come down here. This is quite a big card. That. You know what? I just might need to put on. And anyways, this is how it's going to come about. It's going to pop up like that. And you know what? I'm going to come in and I'm actually going to put this part behind here. I think that makes that look really nice on the inside. I might need 2 magnets. You know what? It's a really good point. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Another magnet would have been really good right there. And I'm thinking that that's maybe what I would do. Now this has got glue, so I'm going to do this, have to do this really quick. But yeah, I think 2 magnets will work. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here. Let's get that in there really quick so that it doesn't go on to anything else. There. And let's do this one. Just like so. Yeah, look at that. Did I glue on the white punch? I didn't, but it's behind here. And I'm going to have to add another magnet. So I'm going to have to do some other fooling around. So it's just as well I didn't do that. But I will fix this card up. So there we go there. That sits like that. When this opens up, you just open it like so. And it pops out. And I see something that I maybe should take off. One other note is maybe don't put all those glue dots right to that end. Because you want that to, here, I'm just going to take this off. And you want a glue dot more in the middle than on the ends. And you'll see what I mean now. See how that's going to pop out? That's because I had too much glue dots here. So you just want to put the glue dots in the middle there. But yeah, Kat, that would, but I need to put another magnet on there. So what I could do is I could replace this whole piece of paper, which isn't a big deal, and put another magnet. Say I've got one there and put one even down, even up here or down here would be good. And then put the magnet there and that would hold it. That's for sure. Lala says, slice the 2 paper or cardstock with a sharp knife and add the extra magnet. That's a good idea too. Well, let's see what we're going to do here. So I'm just going to come in with the glue dot. I want to get this card to work. I'm stubborn today. That's going to go like that. Now, oh, there's the other magnets. Now, let me just put this glue dot on here, and then I'll figure out where it's going to go on that other piece of paper. Okay, so I'm just going to come in with my little pencil. You know, I could do it another way too. Cover the magnets. It's just going to go like that. Just going to stick this on here for a second. Wonder if I can do this. It's actually going to go right in there. Talk about being stubborn, right? Stick that right in there, further down. Let's see if that's going to work. Whoops, I had the wrong end of the magnet. Yeah, see, I had it on the wrong end. I'll just put that one off to one side, and I'll just get this. Yeah, you got to get your north and south pole from your magnet, right? So let me just, there we go. I'll put the glue dot on there. Now I'm really confusing everybody, right? I'm being very stubborn. I want to make this card work. So this is just going to go like that. That's going to go in there. Operation. See how that's going to work. See if that's going to work. Doesn't even sound like that's in the right side. But you know what? I'll get this fixed. Whoops, I just ripped it. I'll just replace this piece of paper. Is what would be the best. I'll just replace that paper, and that'll work okay. Oh, see, that would work. It will work if I get it in the right spot. So I will get that in the right spot. I can get that in there. Talk about being stubborn. Holy crow. Let's see if that's going to work. Nope. I'm going to remove that paper. That's all I'm going to do. And I'll get that on there. No problem. This will be on a blog post coming up. Not sure when, but I will get it out there. Stubborn. Yes, I'm stubborn and determined. I'm very determined. Awesome, you guys. Thanks so much. Oh my goodness. Whew, am I a little wet red? No. Anyways, thank you so much. That's our fancy fold. Like I say, I'll get that so that's all fixed, and I'll even get it matching the paper. You know what I mean? Like I'll even get it so that it's going to match the front as well. And I'll probably do something a little bit different on the front. I think what could have happened is a larger piece on the front. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think I can change it. Now I can see. Well, you know what though? It is working. So I don't know. Anyways, awesome. Thanks so much, you guys. All right. So what's happening tomorrow is my technique. It'll be something that I'm trying to get into the technique part. I have shown it on one other live, but it's something that should be part of the techniques. If you have any techniques that you'd like to see me do, just make sure that what you do is when you send it to me that you talk to me about it. Just because I'd like to kind of know, oh, you know what I forgot? I could put clouds on the front of this. That would look okay on there. Anyways, we'll keep on going. Yes, I would always put this white onto the back here. And that was my whole purpose, was I was going to do that. But I have to, I've got to get the second magnet on there. That's all there is to it. I've got to get that second magnet. But yes, I usually always attach that so it's covered. Awesome. All right, you guys. Tomorrow's Technique Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Don't remember if you like that, give me the thumbs up. Share my video, even though this one's kind of a fiasco. And remember to create because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.